welcome back for a recap of the Ravens and Dolphins Thursday night football. Jer, we saw a beatdown like you predicted.
Yeah, baby. Braun's coming in quick. Gotta love it.
No touchdowns by the Dolphins. 3 turnovers. That's what bad teams do. And Baltimore, is this a reborn team, Jer? We got a healthy Lamar Jackson. We got a healthy defense.
Yeah, the defense just is night and day. It seems we'll see when they get some better competition. The Ravens do have a dip, an easy part in the schedule here, but eventually in that division, you're going to have some tough games, no matter what the no matter what the record is. They're always tough games. That AFC North. So yeah. I'm looking forward to those playoff style atmosphere at the end of the season. Love it.
Yeah, Miami started off with a field goal and they were moving the ball the first few drives there, and I was like, okay, they look like a somewhat solid football team, and then just turnovers, fumbles, a lot of dinking and dunking. You look at the total yards, as we were talking about before we pressed record there. It was pretty even, but Lamar looked pretty solid. He was throwing some darts, and Zay Flowers, looks like a solid wide receiver again, and King Henry was rolling downhill. So it's pretty much them and the Steelers for the division, Jer, right? You got to think, I mean, if Cincy wins this week, they'll have 4 wins, but I don't know. It's almost looking like a 2-horse race, don't you think? Pittsburgh and Baltimore for the division?
Yeah, with no Flacco now for the Bengals, that one game had so much promise, and then losing to the Jets, and then, apparently having to go back with the guy that lost you most of your games in Browning. I just don't see it. Yeah. And Pittsburgh's on kind of a downswing right now. So, yeah, it's perfect time for the Ravens to get some wins under their belt and kind of even things out. And then, like I said, make it really interesting down the end, make it go right down to the last week, that last divisional game. That's primetime TV. Love it.
Right, and Dolphins fired their GM, Chris Greer. Didn't fire the head coach there. They keep him around, but I don't know. It seems like it's inevitable. The writing's on the wall. You got to think a fresh start is coming. I mean, they paid a lot of money to Tua, so kind of stuck with him for the time being. And then looks like Tyreek Hill will be moving on. And, who knows how he'll come back, right? But still, I think Miami's looking for a high draft pick, Jer. Is that what it is? Or play some spoiler down the stretch?
Yeah, the only reason they didn't get rid of McDaniel is just they know someone's going to pick him up instantly. So they got to give him, at least another couple of seasons, see what's that. Yeah, and then the high draft pick, that could be anything. They could send Tua to the bench and have a world beater come out of college and just totally change their whole franchise. That's what good quarterbacks do. I don't really see it happening too soon. I think the Dolphins should add to their defense before they worry about offense. But yeah, no, it's not looking good.
Well, with the trade deadline coming up, there's getting a lot of inquiries about Bradley Chubb, a few other guys on their defense that, have the name value. So interesting to see if they're going to be selling at the trade deadline. A lot of talk of the Saints possibly selling one of their 2 wide receivers, in Olave and Rashid Shaheed. So we'll see who's selling and who's buying. But we do know that Travis Hunter is going on the IR, Jer.
Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate, hopefully he'll skip that sophomore jinx and do well next year. Apparently, like he comes back in a while, but he's not going to have too much time to showcase what he can do with the time that he's going to have left. And plus, coming off of injury, you kind of have to ease into it. So that's too bad. Hopefully, we'll see the real supposed to be product next year.
I think he'll be back later because, IR is only 4 games. He could miss. He could maybe come back for the end of the year. If they make the playoffs, probably not, right? But either way, disappointing because, he was kind of looking good the last week or two, and then out of nowhere, just boom, he hits the IR. Disappointing considering they put so much draft capital into him. He's out this week, and I was also looking at the Patriots. They're going to be without Ramondre Stevenson, so that hurts their running back depth. Maybe they're going to have to rely on their rookie a little bit more, Travion Henderson.
Yeah,
Right,
no, for sure. It's going to be a rough go in that division. Indianapolis is rolling.
They are, and they're on the road against Paul's Steelers, and can't believe it. S&S is going against Paul's Steelers, I believe, for the 3rd straight week. So
I can hear Paul now. What happened to Pennsylvania Pride?
Paul is a believer in voodoo. He believes in a higher power. He's not happy with people choosing against his Steelers, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, and that's the way it rolls. So this was our recap, short and sweet, like we like to do it, Jer. We got some Week 9 recap coming up, Monday Night Football recap coming up, and picks around the corner for what will be 10 double digits in the NFL. This is wild.
Love
it. Flies by, doesn't it?
All right, man. No, for sure.
We'll wrap it up. All right. Press like.
Peace.
Press subscribe.